what's going on? It's day 2 of learning to make $100,000 a month as just some random kid in college. I was just thinking about ideas. I didn't really know what I wanted to start because the biggest thing I've ever ran before is a tutoring business. But if I want to go bigger, I gotta think bigger. I was thinking to myself, what's the best way for me to help somebody? And there's one thing that I've always been good at. All of my friends in college always tell me like how good I am at this thing, and that thing is studying. Not just studying academically, it's just grasping concepts really, really quickly, learning faster, learning more efficiently. Thus birthed the idea of teaching people to learn things faster. This was actually near the bottom of my idea list, but once I started thinking about who exactly this would help students, this would help professionals, people switching careers. Learning faster benefits literally everybody. So all of a sudden I was like, wow, this could be good. I'd always gotten good grades. I'd always been good at sports if I actually put my mind to it and started thinking about it. The only problem that I have is to delineate how exactly do I learn faster? Because I don't have a step-by-step process. Right now it's all in my head. And if I can't explain this stuff, how am I supposed to help other people like learn faster, right? There's a disconnect there. But if it's going to be as big as I want it to be, it has to help a lot of different types of people. And all these different types of people are learning different things. Maybe learning something as technical as programming isn't the same way you would develop your skills in art. The system needs to work for literally everything. I know it works for academics. I don't know if it works for anything creative. So that's my next mission. I need a proof of concept. I need evidence that this learning system actually works. How am I going to do that? I don't have all the details like fully fleshed out yet, but I do know that you can group most things that you can learn in the world into like different categories, maybe some like technical, some physical, some creative. And right now I'm thinking of applying my learning system to one thing in each of those like different categories, just so I can prove that it works. I've always been pretty fascinated with like learning faster. And I know it's possible because there are people out there which I call like ultra learners, right? People like Scott Young. He learned Calculus 3 in 5 days. Or Eric Barone, he was the maker of Stardew Valley and he didn't actually know anything about pixel art before developing Stardew Valley. To make that caliber of a game throughout the course of like a year or 5 years or whatever as like a solo indie developer with no experience at all, and all of a sudden like being able to shoot off into the distance, like that's powerful. That's interesting to me. And I kind of want to figure out how to apply that to everything else. Anyway, that's my update for day 2. Everything else went like pretty normal. I sprinted this morning and I just hit the gym. And yeah, I'm gonna spend time with some family now. Goodbye.